Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome, W-E-L-C-O-M-E, welcome. I'm Thomas Burr, the Washington Bureau Chief of the Salt Lake Tribune and a past president of the club. I'll be your host tonight because pretty much I can spell as well as Chuck Grassley on Twitter. And after a day like today, wow, what a day. I'm glad we can all get together for a night of light-hearted entertainment, some fun, some amicable moments today. Now, may I ask everyone to rise for the singing of the national anthem by the Capitol Choral, which includes Jess Estepa of USA Today, as well as Gabby Levy of Climate Nexus, and Jenny Wayman.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Absolutely wonderful. I got chills right there. Thank you all. May I now introduce the National Press Club President, Andrea Edney of Bloomberg News.
Thank you, Tommy. So I'm Andrea Edney. I'm an editor at Bloomberg News, and I am the 111th president of the National Press Club. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here this evening. We are so happy to have you. If you are tweeting tonight, we are Press Club DC, and our hashtag is NPC Live for this event. So a little bit about the history of this spelling bee. It was first held in 1913, so just 5 years after the club was founded. President Woodrow Wilson was in attendance that night. I don't believe that our president is here with us this evening, but maybe at some point in the future, we will have another president attending the bee. The spelling bee was revived at its centennial, so in 2013, when Angela Greiling Keene was president, and I know that she is in the audience somewhere here tonight. There she is. Wave, Angela. Hello. She's here with her daughter, Taylor. Angela is also has been a participant in the spelling bee a couple of times. Hopefully we can convince her to do that again next year. She's an editor with Politico. So this is an event that supports our nonprofit affiliate, the National Press Club Journalism Institute. The Journalism Institute provides scholarships to burgeoning young journalists and professional development for those of us who have been in the business a little longer. And it works to support press freedoms around the world. So one example of some of the work that the club and the Journalism Institute do together As many of you know, we worked really, really hard last year and earlier this year to get Mexican journalist Emilio Gutierrez Soto freed from ICE detention. Now, Emilio is a Mexican journalist who sought asylum in the US about a decade ago after his life was threatened because of articles he had written exposing corruption in the Mexican military. In November of last year, Emilio was standing here, actually pretty close to the spot, accepting our John P. Aubuchon Award for Press Freedoms on behalf of all Mexican journalists. Mexico is an incredibly dangerous place for journalists. Something, I think, 15 journalists were murdered over the past year in Mexico. So this is a place where, you know, if you're a journalist and you're writing about corruption in the military, you've probably got a really good reason to seek asylum in another country. But just a few weeks after Emilio accepted the award on behalf of Mexican journalists, he went for a routine check-in as an asylum seeker and found himself and his son bundled into a van and headed for the border, headed for deportation. His attorney was able to stop that van, and Emilio spent about the next 8 months in a detention center in El Paso. Thanks to the efforts of the club and the Institute and the really good people who partnered with us, he is now out of detention, and he is doing a Knight Wallace Fellowship at the University of Michigan. So that's some of the good work that we do here at the club with the Institute. Our other big fundraiser besides, so we have a few fundraisers for the Institute. The Spelling Bee is one of them, as I already mentioned. And another is the Fourth Estate Dinner, which this year is going to honor the executive editor of the New York Times, Dean Baquet, and the executive editor of the Washington Post, Marty Barron. For the work that their publications do, the competition between those two newspapers, we believe, makes journalism stronger. So we are honoring them both together here at the club on November 29th. Tickets are limited, so if you're interested in attending, please go to our website and look there for information on ticket sales. I'd also like to take a moment while I'm here at the podium to remember our good friend Julie Hsu, the former executive director of the National Press Club Journalism Institute. She passed away earlier this year. She was the Institute's primary organizer of the Spelling Bee and a passionate supporter of all of the Institute's initiatives, especially the campaign to free Emilio from detention. We miss her a lot, and I know that she is somewhere looking over us. But if she were here, she would probably like me to get on with it. So we're going to show you a short video prepared by our wonderful staff here at the club. It's of previous spelling bees, and then we're going to get this spelling bee underway. So I think tonight is going to be a really great night. Thank you again for being here, and everybody just have fun. Thank you.
Are you ready? I am. I haven't spelled anything since '88, so.
Limousine.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, let me see.
Empleomania.
Can you use that in a word? In a sentence?
Senator Kane.
S-E-N-A-T-O-R.
Just don't give me speaker. We can't spell speaker either. So, anyway.
Amygdala.
Like the thing in your brain.
Zanzibari.
Now we're just getting strange.
I'm definitely out of my league on this. I don't drink.
Sangria.
Is it from Dutch?
It went from Latin to Dutch, yes.
But like how Dutch? Because they throw some J's and K's in weird places, man.
B-O-X, box.
Nonpareil.
Nonpareil, nonpareil.
That is correct, Senator Kane. You are the champion.
Apostasy, A-P-O-S-T-A-S-Y.
SOMATOTYPE.
That was great. Just a reminder, again, the hashtag is NPCB, and we've trended like the last couple years. So if you want to tweet, we'd appreciate it. NPCB would be great. Also, if you didn't recognize this table outside, there is a raffle tonight for several wonderful prizes. All, again, the money goes towards the Journalism Institute. We would appreciate it. It's right outside, cash or credit, I'm told, too. So either one. I think you might have known the history. This spelling bee originally started in 1913 with President Woodrow Wilson. It somehow ended during Prohibition, so maybe the drinking helps the spelling. I'm not sure. I want to thank our members of Congress who are here today from taking a break from not passing any legislation. Sorry, guys. And I'm glad our journalist members are here tonight because, you know, there's like nothing going on today at all. You might notice our legislative branch today is made up of all Democrats. For the record, we do try to make this a bipartisan affair. We really did hope that President Trump would join us tonight. Originally, we were told he would be here, and then Sarah Sanders corrected that he wouldn't be here. Now it's my pleasure to welcome our players tonight, starting with our esteemed lawmakers. Congresswoman Suzanne Bonamici of Oregon. Congressman Ted Deutsch of Florida. Congressman Jamie Raskin of Florida. Maryland, excuse me, Maryland. Yeah, that's wrong. I was trying to move you. And Congressman Mark Takano of California. And since we're here at the Press Club, I have to welcome the championship holding team, the journalists, starting with our reigning champion, Todd Gilman of the Dallas Morning News. He's carrying his belt, ladies and gentlemen. He's actually carrying his belt up. Allison Fitzgerald Kojak, the Vice President of the National Press Club and a reporter for NPR. John Donnelly of CQ Roll Call. Always making an entrance. Alexandra Petrie of the Washington Post. She's still carrying her beer like in the video. I just want to point this out. And Tamar Hallerman of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Thank you, everyone. Please have a seat. Before we begin, I'd like to thank Sean McMinn, the Vice Chair of the Young Members Committee here at the Press Club, for his tireless work in organizing the spelling bee, as well as the army of club members who reached out to scores of members of Congress, begging them to make fools of themselves on stage tonight. It's obviously an uphill battle in an election year, but a spelling bee has to be more fun than a debate, right? Tonight wouldn't be possible without tremendous help from our staff here at the National Press Club. Quickly name a few: Laura Coker, who did a massive amount of work on this, Bill McCarran, Crystal White, Lindsay Underwood, and Suzanne Strelinsky. And especially I want to thank Scripps National Spelling Bee team. Thank you for being here. We couldn't do it without you. And now it's my honor, see, I can't spell. It's my honor to welcome Dr. Jacques Bailey for being our word guru tonight. If you don't know this, Dr. Bailey actually won the National Spelling Bee in 1980. And he is the host of the one you see on TV and we all regionals cover every year. Dr. Bailey could probably start a new profession helping us copy edit our newspapers. Lord knows we need it these days. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Bailey.
Thanks, Tommy. Thanks, y'all, for having us here. It's a great pleasure. So I'm Jacques Bailey. I'm the pronouncer for the Scripps National Spelling Bee. And in my day job, I teach Latin and Greek and research that up at the University of Vermont. My job here is to pronounce the words. I don't pronounce them like I usually pronounce words. I pronounce them like the dictionary tells me to pronounce them. And I'm limited to that. That's all I'll be able to do. And I answer questions. So if you want more information, anybody, you can ask me for the definition for a use in a sentence. Please ask for the use in a sentence. They're kind of fun. A part of speech, a language of origin, or an alternate pronunciation, if there is one in the dictionary. And I'm not making any of this up. I just read it. So everybody gets one free pass. So if you miss once, Blake Giddens, our esteemed judge, will ring the bell. And if you miss twice, you're out, unfortunately. So the first time, you go back and sit down and try again next time. The other thing you need to note is that we judge based on the order of letters the first time you try and spell it. So if you spell it and then you realize that maybe you want to change it, that's going to be a problem. So don't change the spelling. We're going to have 2 champions tonight. We have an individual champion. This is just traditional spelling bee fare, one person, last person standing. And then we have a team champion. And that'll be either the politicians or the press, whoever has the most points. And that's going to be determined by adding up the points. But this year, because we don't have an even number, we're going to have to drop the lowest score on the press team. And what that means is that instead of at the end of each round saying who's ahead, we'll have a big reveal at the end who wins. So I think that pretty much covers it. There are some rules we'll be following. We'll just follow them. And good luck and have fun. Okay, so now we have to start the competition. So we'll be going in rounds, and the rounds have themes, and you might notice a theme. So we'll start with the press. I don't know who goes first. John does. Okay. John, your word is parsley.
Parsley.
Yes. What is green and sings?
P-A-R-S-L-E-Y.
Okay.
Correct. Can I go? Correct.
Okay. Next up. Hello.
Hello. Can I just say that I think it's amazing that there's a job called pronouncer? What do you want to be when you grow up? Pronouncer. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's what a lot of the kids at the spelling bee tell me. Okay, Switzerland.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Sure. I've actually got two sentences for you. What is the best thing about Switzerland? See, I don't know, but the flag is a big plus.
Oh, that's awesome. Switzerland.
Correct.
Switzerland.
Next up, Todd.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Circumference.
Circumference. Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Sure. Who was the roundest knight at King Arthur's table? Do I need to finish it?
I think we got that one. It's all about the dad jokes, isn't it? Circumference. Circumference.
Circumference is spelled Circumference.
Can I just say that I'm really proud to have made it to the top 10. And no one's taking that away from me.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Interrogated.
Interrogated. Is there another pronunciation?
There isn't another one in the dictionary. There's just
All right.
interrogated.
Interrogated. INTERROGATED. Interrogated.
Correct.
Tamar.
Hi.
Hi.
There are a lot of people here. You should give me an easy word.
Satisfactory.
Now, how would you go about spelling that?
Satisfactorily?
Satisfactory. SATISFACTORY.
Correct.
Do we have team names? Because we thought we'd be the representatives and they could be the enemies of the people. So, well, none of our Republican colleagues could come tonight, so I thought I would represent them.
Provolone.
Oh, jeez, okay. Ethnic extraction of this word?
Provolone is from Italian.
Provolone.
It's also provolone.
PROVOLONE.
Correct.
I didn't know you could do ethnic expression. Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Origami.
Origami. Is there an alternate pronunciation?
There's just the one pronunciation.
There's
origami.
not one where you emphasize the vowels? Okay. ORIGAMI.
Correct.
Okay.
No jokes.
That's pretty good.
I don't have any right now.
Macadamia.
Macadamia. MACADAMIA. Amia.
Correct.
Academia.
Hello.
Buddhist.
Buddhist. Like Buddhist, like capitalized.
Yeah, Buddhist. Like, what did the Buddhist monk say to the hot dog vendor?
Make me one with everything. In my spare time, I'm a dad. No, I think it's Buddhist.
Correct.
Gets harder, doesn't it?
Well, this round's theme are words that are new in Merriam-Webster's Unabridged Dictionary.
I'm sure they'll be new to me, too. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Hangry.
Would you use that in a sentence?
It is in your best interest to keep me well fed. To paraphrase the Incredible Hulk, you wouldn't like me when I'm hangry.
Hangry. Hangry.
Correct.
Predictive.
Predictive. Can you please use that in a sentence?
Tom finally turned predictive text off on his phone after the 6th time his phone decided to call his boss a walrus.
I should try turning my phone off. Predictive. Predictive.
Correct.
Thank you.
Haptics.
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 Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Haptics employed in video games lets players feel through the game controller shaking or jolts that are linked to virtual activities.
Haptics. Haptics.
Correct.
You teach Greek and Latin?
I'm sorry?
Greek and Latin?
Yep.
Are they heavily enrolled classes?
It depends.
No, because they're probably really good spellers.
It's a pretty self-selective group. Yeah.
Sorry.
Bingeable.
What is fauda? Sorry. Bingeable. Can you use that in a sentence?
Sure. Greta is having a hard time convincing her teenager that the Great British Baking Show is way more bingeable than Game of Thrones.
Bingeable. Bingeable. Bingeable.
Correct.
Zoodles.
Come again? Excuse me?
Zoodles.
Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Certainly. While vacationing in Florence, Erin was noisily ejected from multiple restaurants for requesting the chef replace fresh tagliatelle with zoodles.
Zoodles. I think I know what that is. Okay. Zoodles. Zoodles.
Correct.
Yes.
It's that zucchini that's shredded to be noodles, sort of.
All right.
Yep, it's just shredded zucchini. Yeah, oh, they can use spaghetti squash. Yeah, you're right, yeah. Iftar.
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 Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Sure. Yusuf hurried home at sunset to participate in the iftar with his family.
Iftar. IFTAR.
Correct.
Fintech.
FinTech?
Fintech.
Is there another pronunciation?
There is not.
Is there a definition?
Yes. Fintech is products and companies that employ newly developed digital and online technologies in the banking industry.
Oh, okay. FinTech, F-I-N-T-E-C-H.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Gochujang. I'm just reading them.
Definition? Definition?
Gochujang is a spicy paste used in Korean cuisine that is made from red chili peppers, glutinous rice, and fermented soybeans.
In a sentence, please.
Gordon loudly opined that gochujang is the new hot condiment and that OMG Sriracha is so 2017. Gochujang.
So go to Jong.
Gochujang.
Go to Jean.
Gochujang. Can you say it again?
Well, I do have hearing aids, so it's kind of go to Jean.
Let me come up there. Just-
So G O T U J O N.
Gochujang is spelled Gochujang.
Oh.
Ooh.
Latinx.
Latinx?
Latinx.
Is there a hidden vowel in there? Because if not, I'm just going to go with Latinx.
Correct.
Oh, we have a round.
Sorry, I apologize. Yeah, I get to do this. So I apologize. In between every the even rounds, we're gonna do a quick raffle pick. So I apologize for the interruption, but it gives you guys some time. I'm really glad I'm not spelling today. I apologize, Dr. Bailey. If I could have the raffle numbers come up on stage, fascinatingly. And Congressman, would you be kind enough to pick out possibly one of the tickets?
You want me to pick?
Please.
Oh, I'm honored. Yeah, hold up. I'll stir them so it's fair.
She's stirring. She's very stirring.
I want it to look really fair. Just randomly pulled this ticket.
There we go. And we have ticket. There we go. 314040. 314040. And I left my list of what we actually won over there. It's a gift card for Pennsylvania 6. Go Pennsylvania 6. Double check that one.
And then our other prize is 2 tickets to City Winery.
This is 2 tickets to City Winery. So, all right, I'll go to the journalist side. John, would you mind picking a ticket? Here, I'll read it. It's okay. 314062. 314062. Anyone? Anyone? Yes? Michelle. There we go. Thank you very much. Sorry for the interruption. I'm over here working on a story because that's just how journalists do these days. So I'll let you guys get back to that spelling thing. Thank you.
The theme of this round is a serious one. It's United States government departments and agencies. Consular.
Could you use that in a sentence?
The Bureau of Consular Affairs provides passport services to U.S. citizens, issues visas to enter the U.S., manages the diversity visa lottery, and provides services to U.S. citizens abroad.
Consular. C-O-N-S-U-L-A-R.
Correct.
Helsinki.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
The Commission on Security and Cooperation in Europe monitors and encourages compliance with the Helsinki Final Act and other Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe commitments.
This doesn't have anything to do with that press conference, right? Okay. Helsinki.
Correct.
Inaugural.
Inaugural. What the heck? Can you define it, please?
Relating to or performed or pronounced at a formal induction or act of establishing in office.
And can I have a sentence, please?
Certainly. Made up of members of the House and Senate, the Joint Congressional Committee on Inaugural Ceremonies is responsible for planning and carrying out the President's swearing-in ceremony at the U.S. Capitol.
That wasn't nearly as funny as circumference. Inaugural. I-N-A-U-G-U-R-A-L.
Correct.
Maritime.
Maritime. Can you? Yes. There's a lot of coastline, but shh. Can you use that in a sentence?
The Federal Maritime Commission is responsible for regulating the U.S. international ocean transportation system for the benefit of U.S. exporters, importers, and the U.S. consumer.
Maritime. M-A-R-I-T-I-M-E. Maritime.
Correct.
This one could be confused with a similar word. The word is noxious. This noxious means harmful or destructive to humans or to other organisms.
Use it in a sentence, please.
With representatives from 16 federal agencies, the Interagency Committee for the Management of Noxious and Exotic Weeds partners with the public and private organizations to identify and manage invasive plants in the U.S.
Noxious. N-O-X-I-O-U-S. Noxious.
Correct.
This word could also be confused with another word. The word is consortium, and this consortium is an organization of persons having a common interest.
Consortium. C-O-N-S-O-R-T-I-U-M.
Correct.
Delinquency.
Could you use that in a sentence?
The Coordinating Council on Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention coordinates, studies the effectiveness of, and makes recommendations on juvenile crime prevention activities.
Delinquency, DELINQUENCY.
Correct.
Bureau.
Bureau. So true, John. Bureau. B-U-R-E-A-U.
Correct.
Cemetery.
Cemetery. Like Arlington?
Yep.
Oh, cool. C-E-M-E-T-E-R-Y. Wait. T-E-R-Y. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
correct.
Okay, I was like.
Just. You could slow down a little bit.
The easy words are on page 2. Awful lot of discussion.
So the theme of this round is Scotland the Even Be Raver. Just think Scotland. Scottish words. Well, they're English words, but they're from Scottish. Purging.
Would you say that again, please?
Purging.
Purging. What's the definition?
Purging. A purging is an adjective, and it means precise, neat. Purging. Oh, it's purging. Sorry.
Purging.
Purging.
Purging. Right? Can you use it in a sentence?
Rose has the most purging handwriting of all her friends.
P-U-R-J-I-N-C?
Purging is spelled P-E-R-J-I-N-K.
Way off.
Scottish. I don't know Scottish. It's up to play.
Bocale.
Bocale?
Bocale.
Is there another pronunciation?
There is not, just the one.
Could you please use it in a sentence?
Sure. Lorna's favorite food is pickled bocale.
Does this have anything to do with kale?
It's cabbage. Bocale.
Bocale. What is the root of the word?
The first part is originally English. The second part is Scots, which took it from English.
Good grief, I'm Italian, Scottish. Bocale, B-O-C-A-L-E.
Bocale is B-O-W-K-A-I-L.
Oh.
Keelavine.
Keelavine. Can you give me a definition, please?
Believe it or not, a keelavine is a pencil, especially one with black lead.
And what is the derivation?
It's of unknown origin.
How do you know it's Scottish?
Well, it's from Scottish. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Kilovine. And can you use it in a sentence, please? I'm just stretching until the bell rings.
so it's in the dictionary with the label as Scottish, but they don't know where it comes from beyond that. That's
All right.
okay. Key Levine. Ainsley told her teacher that Andrew had stolen her favorite key Levine, but her teacher had no idea what she was talking about.
Okay. Kilovine. Keilivine. Shocking.
Key Levine is spelled Keelivine.
Oh, that's my second
Pretty
guess.
close.
You're very close.
Instead of Scottish, may I opt for Yiddish?
That's next round.
Well,
I'll be
if
ready.
everybody misspells, then everybody gets back in.
All right, all right.
Not in this one?
No,
Really?
because they have to use twice.
Oh, it's only if everybody gets eliminated. Okay. No,
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
Shilpit.
Can you, what's the definition?
Weak, insipid, flaccid. Shilpit.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Bruce declared the wine shilpit and demanded another bottle.
May I ask a question about the rules? We can pass one time? Is that right? Didn't I hear that? Did I make that up? Okay. What's the origin?
Again, this is labeled as Scottish in the dictionary, so it's from Scottish English, but it is of unknown origin beyond that.
And would you pronounce it one more time?
Shilpit.
Are there any other pronunciations?
There's just shilpit. I feel for you.
My Scottish ancestors would be so disappointed. Shilpit. 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 Shilpit.
Correct.
So there's that.
That's a word that exists.
Smedum.
Can you define that, please?
Smedum is spirited vigor, spunk.
Smedum.
Smedum.
Smedum. Can I have a new word, please? Okay, smedum. S-M-E-D-U-M.
So close. S-M-E-D-D-U-M. Ebri.
Hebrew. Is that pre or post Scottish Enlightenment?
Well, we don't have that available here.
Ebri.
Ebri.
Can you repronounce it, define it, and use it in a sentence, please?
Ebri. And ebri is an eyebrow. And the sentence is, Elspeth delicately plucked a single stubborn hair from her left ebri before declaring herself perfectly groomed.
Ebri, okay. Then I'm going to go with E-B-R-I. Oh!
Ebri is E-E-B-R-E-I. E.
Well, what did I say?
I'm just going to say for the record, this round is mean. Very mean.
Yeah, you'll like this one. Clishmaclaver.
Clishmaclaver?
Clishmaclaver.
Can you give me an alternate pronunciation?
There's Clishmaclaver and Cleishmaclaver.
Cleishmaclaver. Could I have a sentence?
Sure. Mrs. McDonald told her students that she would tolerate absolutely no Clishmaclaver in her classroom.
So it has nothing to do with the piano. What is the definition?
It's idle talk, gossip.
You guys are all acting like that clears it all up for you. Okay, well, based on Ebri, I'm going to go with CLEESHMA. CLAVIER. I'm shocked.
Clishmaclaver is CLISHMACLAVER. Sharamore.
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 Definition?
It's a tumult or a row.
Tunnel?
Tumult or a row, a quarrel.
Oh, tumult.
Yeah.
Tumult. Or row.
There's
Otherwise known as a
Sharamore.
row, but it's a row. I got it.
Sorry. Sharamore and Shuramore.
So it's alternate two pronunciations, Sharamore or Shuramore. SHERAMOR.
Very
out.
close.
Pretty close.
SHERRAMOOR.
Oh, it's two E's. Two E's. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you.
What do you have for me?
Believe it or not, I have bruise.
Bruise?
But this bruise is a race to the bridegroom's house after a country wedding.
Bruise. Can you use it in a sentence?
Hamish told his new bride that she was the real prize, but secretly he wondered if there was at least a small trophy for winning the bruise.
The bruise. Well, can you pronounce it again?
Sure. Bruise.
Bruise. Well, I know two words that sound like bruise, and I'm gonna guess it's not spelled like either of them. So, but, can you, language of origin, please?
So once again, this word is labeled as chiefly Scottish, and it's perhaps from a Scots word that is from an originally English word.
An originally English word. Ooh. Let's see. Well, how about feel confident in those. OSE.
Correct.
Oh, another raffle.
I am not here to spell, just for the record. That was rough. Wow. A couple reminders real fast. Again, you can, if you're tweeting about this, the hashtag is NPCB. Once again, NPCB. I think you can spell that correctly. If you'd like to buy lottery tickets, raffle tickets, they are still available. Just to note, there's a couple coming up that are awesome. A $150 gift card to Lacon Mexican in Clarendon. $150 gift card to Bastille Brasserie and Bar in Alexandria. There's some pretty awesome prizes. All right, I'm going to ask, Congressman, would you mind picking the raffle ticket? This is a $50 gift card to Duke's Grocery on 17th Street Northwest. Special thanks to co-owner Daniel Kramer, who's in the audience tonight, I believe. Thank you, Daniel, for the donation. And the winner is 313990. 313990. Who's the lucky winner? There we go. Congrats. I also want to, because I didn't bring my script up before, I want to thank, for the Pennsylvania Six, Anthony Hasilis and Avery Lewis with Linda Ross Associates for securing the first donation. The other one was the 2 tickets to City Winery. Special thanks to Wendy Gordon, who's in the audience tonight, for securing that donation. Our next prize, a $50 gift card to Dish and Dram in Kensington, Maryland. The owner, Zena Pullen, is in the audience tonight as well. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you for the donation. Shall we have Tamar? There we go. The winner is 314075. 314075. Anyone? There we go, over there. Congrats. I'm going to do one more this round. Zena Poland has also donated a $50 gift card to her other restaurant. How many do you have? That's awesome. The Daily Dish in Silver Spring, Maryland. Thank you very much, Zena. And we'll go back to Congressman. Do you mind? Hey, look at it's perfect. Do you want to read it, sir?
Yeah, 314-019. 314-019.
019. Anyone? Oh, come on. Somebody has that ticket. 314 is... There we go. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, everyone. I'll let you guys get back to that spelling. I'll get back to my story.
Making sure. Please tell me we're leaving bloody Scotland.
So this round's theme is words trending over the last 6 months on merriam-webster.com, m-w.com. Spartan.
Would you use it in a sentence, since you're so good at that?
During preparations for Hurricane Florence, a Red Cross official described shelter conditions as Spartan, causing a 3,100% spike in dictionary lookups.
Spartan. Spartan.
Correct.
Hirsute, or hirsute.
Hirsute?
Hirsute.
Is there another pronunciation?
There's hirsute and hirsute.
Hirsute and hirsute? Can you please use that in a sentence?
Upon the death of Burt Reynolds earlier this month, mentions of the star's furry masculinity caused lookups of hirsute to spike over 2,000%.
What is the origin of that, please?
It's from Latin.
Hirsute or hirsute.
Hairy or shaggy.
Hirsute or hirsute?
Hirsute, hirsute.
Hirsute. Hersut.
Hirsute is Hirsute. Should we be going?
What happened? Oh, yeah, because we lost one.
Oh, no, we're at Tamar. I think that's right.
I'll take it. Better be an easy one. Spartan.
Well, how about sequacious?
Can you please use that in a sentence?
Searches for the word sequacious went up by more than 10,000% when an August Washington Post article described Steve Doocy of Fox and Friends as incomparably sequacious.
All right, Petri, let's go. Come on, help me. Can you say the word again? Sorry.
Sequacious. It means intellectually servile.
All right, this is gonna be bad. Sequacious.
Sequacious is spelled Sequacious.
Can I just say we'll always have shill pit? Regardless of what happens.
Oligarch.
Oligarch. Would you use it in a sentence? With Trump. Sorry.
Well, that's not my sentence, but during the trial of Paul Manafort in August, the judge asked prosecutors to stop using oligarch because of its pejorative connotations, causing a 6,000% jump in the number of people wanting to know what an oligarch was.
Pejorative, yet entirely appropriate. Oligarch. O-L-I-G-A-R-C-H, oligarch.
Correct.
Exculpatory.
Exculpatory?
Exculpatory.
I just want to hear you say it in a sentence.
The sentence? The definition of exculpatory was debated online after Rudy Giuliani used the word in July, causing a leap of 8,200% in lookups.
Is there an alternative pronunciation?
Oh, there's a slight variant. There's exculpatory or exculpatory.
Oh, that's not the vowel I wanted you to pronounce better. E-X-C-U-L-P-A-T-O-R-Y?
Correct.
Before we go forward, can I greet all of the great residents of the 8th Congressional District who are here tonight from Montgomery County and Frederick County, Carroll County. Sending my love to you guys.
Asylum.
Asylum?
Asylum.
Asylum, like immigration and asylum. A-S-Y-L-U-M, asylum.
Correct.
Clemency.
Clemency. I think I know that one. C-L-E-M-E-N-C-Y.
Correct.
I think we start with John. Donnelly.
Yeah, we're in the next one. It's round 6.
Okay. So the theme here is somewhat of a grab bag. This is great words we didn't get to use in the 2017 NPCB.
In the 2017 what?
NPCB.
Oh, okay.
Terrier.
Terrier?
Terrier, this word has a homonym. It's any of various usually small and rather low-built dogs kept chiefly as pets, but originally used by hunters to dig for small furred game.
Terrier, T-E-R-R-I-E-R.
Correct.
My dog Jessie is very appreciative of that.
Rotisserie.
Rotisserie.
As in lacking a whole chicken and an actual rotisserie, but wanting to participate in National Rotisserie Chicken Day. Ariana opted for the next best thing, microwaving chicken McNuggets.
I had it until you went off on that.
Let's go back to the beginning. Rotisserie.
Okay, rotisserie. R-O-T-I-S-S-E-R-I-E, rotisserie.
Correct.
Hi.
Hi.
Centenarian.
Centenarian. C-E-N-T-E-N-A-R-I-A-N.
Correct.
Was that one N? Oh, jeez, I'm glad I didn't
A
get that one.
centenarian, it has 3 N's.
Well, there's that. So, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of the tricky part of it, I guess.
Good one. Well done.
Deciduous.
Deciduous. Would you use that in a tree? In a sentence?
Sure.
Is it-
Deciduous trees drop their leaves each fall.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Okay. I said hello to everybody from the 8th Congressional District, right? The deciduous, I'm going to go with D-E-S-I-D-U-O-U-S. It's a C?
It's a C. Deciduous is
What did I
D-E-C.
say? Did I say? Thank you, guys.
Mulligan.
Mulligan?
Mulligan.
I'd like to say hi to everyone from the 8th Congressional District. Is it like stately plump? Buck? Okay, never mind. All right, Ulysses, okay, never mind. English majors, it doesn't work out. Like the golfer thing.
Yes, a free shot sometimes awarded a golfer in non-tournament play when the preceding shot has been poorly played.
Cool. How about M-U-L-L-I-G-A-N?
Correct.
Oh, more raffles.
Sorry, John, I'm not going to spell for you, though. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I would like to announce real fast that we are trending on Twitter right now. So if you are tweeting, again, the hashtag is NPCB, and I appreciate all the wonderful tweets out there. Thank you very much. Our next prize is $100 for the downtown DC eatery Del Frisco's Grill, just a couple blocks away. We'd like to thank, again, Anthony Heselius and Avery Lewis for making this donation possible. Congressman? And here we go. The ticket number is 314001. 314001. Anybody? Check your tickets, please. There we go. We have a winner over here. Yay! That's awesome. Congrats. That's great. One more?
Yeah.
We're doing one more. All right. The next prize is a $150 gift card to Le Con Mexican, located in Virginia, neighborhood of Clarendon, I believe. Special thank you to Wendy Gordon for facilitating this donation. And I guess I will ask John, since I keep stealing your spot, to pull a ticket. He picks the one right on top, so look at that one. That's good. 314057. 314057. And we have a winner. Thank you. I'll be back in a round or two. We'll see how long we last here.
Diphthong.
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 Could we please have quiet in the audience? Would you say it again, please?
Diphthong.
Diphthong.
Yep.
And what's the definition?
It's a gliding monosyllabic sound that starts at or near the articulatory position for one vowel and moves to or toward the position for another. On a personal note, there are many people who do not pronounce the diphthong in the word realtor correctly, and this makes me angry.
I wish I could say that helped. Diphthong.
Diphthong.
Diphthong? No. What is it?
Diphthong is spelled Diphthong.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. No.
I got nothing.
Ponzi.
Ponzi? Like Fonzie with a P? Could you use that in a sentence?
The mastermind behind the Ponzi scheme was sent to jail for many years for stealing millions of dollars.
Ponzi, P-O-N-Z-I, Ponzi.
Correct.
Hi.
Hi.
Putrescence.
All right, I'm just saying, I'm the only one with a point up here, so are you going to give me Ponzi? Can you say it again?
Putrescence.
Putrescence.
It means rottenness.
Could you say it in a sentence?
Jacob rejected the leftovers based on their overwhelming putrescence.
Putresscence?
Correct.
Gazpacho.
Gazpacho. Ooh, does it have a Z in it? I guess we'll find out soon. Can you use it in a sentence?
Sure. Each year, as he chopped his imported and decidedly not organic tomatoes, Brian found himself wondering why National Gazpacho Day was celebrated in December.
Aw. Poor guy in that sentence. His life sounds rough. I'm really curious about the Z, so we're going to find out. Here we go. Gazpacho.
Correct.
Hey, you did have.
Can I tell you the best thing is, it doesn't matter what word you say, half the audience sits there and goes, oh yeah, I know this. Yeah. Of course, yeah. Okay, sorry. You know, that's good, yeah.
Sachem.
Sorry?
Sachem. It's the leader of a political party. Sachem.
Not my party. What's the origin?
The sentence actually might help you here.
Okay.
William Tweed was a sachem of the political organization known as Tammany Hall. Sachem, it's from Narragansett and Pequot. It's a Native American word.
Is there another pronunciation?
Just the one, sachem.
Sachem. Sachem. Narragansett. Is that right? Sachem. S-A-C-H-U-M. Sachem.
Sachem is spelled S-A-C-H-E-M.
Ah.
Heimlich.
Heimlich. I think I know that one. Is there another pronunciation?
There's just the one. It's the manual application of a
Okay.
sudden upward pressure on the upper abdomen of a choking victim to force a foreign object from the windpipe. As in
Okay.
halfway through administering the Heimlich, Andy realized the plane passenger was not actually choking.
What was he doing?
But had merely been speaking Dutch or maybe German.
Okay, it's H-E-I-M-L-I-C-H?
Correct.
Okay.
Cornucopia.
Cornucopia? Oh boy.
You want to see if there's a Z in this one? Too?
I'm feeling confident there's no Z lurking in there.
Cornucopia.
I want to hear the sentence. Let's hear the sentence.
Robert placed various kinds of rolls in the basket shaped like a cornucopia and set it in the center of the table.
Nice. All right. Feels seasonal. I'm digging it. How about C-O-R-N-U-C-O-P-I-A?
Correct.
You're the happiest speller ever.
Now we're going to have a different theme. These are words that were given in Spelling Bee competition in 2018.
Like real spelling bee competitions? Okay. All right.
Flittern.
Would you repeat that?
Flittern. It's a young oak. Flittern.
Will you use it in a sentence?
Betsy planted a flittern in her front yard to replace a majestic old oak that had been struck by lightning.
What's the origin of flittern?
That is not known.
All right, flittern. Flittern, F-L-I-T. U-R-N, flittern.
Flittern is spelled F-L-I-T-T-E-R-N. The word is paucity. It means smallness of quantity.
I know that one.
Paucity.
P-A-U-C-I-T-Y.
Correct.
Crimean.
Crimean, like the peninsula? Or like the peninsula, or the area of land that contains Justin Timberlake's favorite river. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Okay. I'm going to say it's Crimea. That's what I said, MEA. Oh, Crimean? Oh, sorry, wait, was it Crimea or Crimean? Well, I should have been paying more attention to what the word was. But if it's Crimea, the place, then I definitely am wrong. And if it's Crimean, then it's got an N on the end. Well, this is embarrassing.
I'll grant you grace this one time.
Uh-oh, I don't know.
Wow, wow, wow. You got lucky there. You know that, right? Very lucky. I am really glad I'm not participating in this today. Our next prize is a $150 gift card to Bastille Brasserie and Bar in Alexandria, Virginia. Thank you again to Wendy Gordon for securing this donation. Allison, would you mind picking a ticket for us? If your son wins, yes, you still get it. I pick one of the two. You're trying to double the odds over there. I see what you're doing. You're 313-991. 313-991. 991, sorry. Wow. I think you should be competing here. You're very lucky. And our final prize is a dinner for two at Mason and Rook Hotel's Radiator Restaurant. A special thank you to Bonnery Leck and Julia Majors of Kimpton Hotels and Mason and Rook's general manager Brian Crawford for the donation. And the number is 314029. 314029. There we go. Look at that. Congratulations and thank you very much.
Is it me?
Oh, why did y'all scoot over and take the...
Well, our names are on our chairs and we're very obedient.
Okay, Afghan.
Afghan. Like the blankets or the people?
Like the blanket. A blanket or shawl of colored wool knitted or crocheted in strips or squares which are joined by sewing or crocheting.
Is it spelled different than the people?
Nice try.
AFGHAN.
Correct.
Inhumation.
Inhumation?
Inhumation.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Sure. In the book Jackson was reading, the main character attended the inhumation of a neighbor who had died mysteriously.
Oh, well, I'd hate to attend the exhumation of that neighbor. Okay, I think it's... We're going to put the N on the end this time. We're going to do it. Okay, it's going to be INHUMATION.
Correct.
Yay.
Since you all can't see it from this angle, Alexandra's words go up and down. When she puts her fingers down, they're not in a row. They're not straight. Sorry. Uh-oh. Should I sit back down?
No, we're fine.
Okay.
Nymphosis.
Could you define that, please?
Sure, it's the change of an insect into its late larval form.
How many Y's are in that word? Can you use it in a sentence?
The larva of the stag beetle creates a cell out of wood and soil in which it undergoes nymphosis.
Okay, NYMPHOS. YS.
Nymphosis is NYMPHOSIS. Why?
So you'll have to spell this one and then another word to be declared the champion.
Ooh, all right.
Otherwise, I think Allison comes back.
All right.
Unicameral.
Oh, like not bicameral, like a legislature? Okay, let's do it. Okay. Feeling good. It's, I hope. UNICAMERAL.
That is correct.
Gallica.
Gallica. All right. Is this a person's name?
No, it's a compact, fragrant European rose having usually pink, red, or crimson flowers that yield an oil used especially in perfumery.
Oh, well, get excited to come back because so it's a fragrant European rose. Can you use it in a sentence?
Harold planted a Gallica by the fence in his garden.
Well, I have no reason for thinking it's spelled like this, and we're going to learn whether or not it is, but I'm going to guess it's Gallica.
Correct.
That's good.
Bring the Hall of Fame right there. Look at that. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all of our players/victims tonight. Thank you very much for playing along. Dr. Bailey, I'm sorry.
We should announce the winner of the team spelling bee.
Yes, sir, please.
The team winner is the politicians 16 and the press 29.
Wow. So if I count that correctly, I believe in the 5 in the last few years, the journalists have won 3, the politicians 2. Do you recall? This is not Florida. Oh, wait. Sorry.
We want more witnesses.
On that note, thank you all for coming. Thank you for supporting the National Press Club Journalism Institute. I'd also like to invite all of you upstairs.
Enjoyed it.
This is usually our members-only bar upstairs, but tonight we're making an exception. You're all welcome. Come up, have a beverage. I hear there are fantastic desserts up there.
Yeah.
Thank you again. Have a great evening.
Oh, sure, Tommy. Yeah, that'd be like it. Thank you again.